the entire yeshiva was sitting around one large table, 60 Rabbeim and Talmidim, interlocked, hands over shoulders, pouring out their hearts in Shira to Hashem. Last Shabbos, as the sun set under the twin mountains of Tannersville, we sang Es Ha'inai HaTorah over and over again. And as I stood up to share my great Torah at Shal Shudis, I hesitated to stop the singing. Watching boys, eyes closed, with intense kavanah, was a very, very powerful moment for me. 1 week ago, we came together as a yeshiva to celebrate Shabbos, completely dedicated to HaTorah Hashem. And as we sang the nigun one last time, a smile came on my face because I could not help but remember 2 years back to our first Shabbat time. Some of the boys didn't want to come. Rabbi said we're learning so beautifully 6 days a week, we need our Shabbos to rest up for ourselves. I remember one boy very vividly said to me, Rabbi, I'd love to go on the Shabbaton, but it's my brother's Ufra for the Shabbos. I said, well, okay, nothing we can do. Mazel tov, you'll join us next time. And as he was leaving my office, I said, wait a minute, you don't have a brother. I remember the Rabbi serving as camp counselors, running back to their rooms, schlepping the boys from under their covers, threatening with their 10 cups of water. Only a handful of 9th graders 2 months into the Sifta were interested in a meaningful Shal Shabbos. But it was these very Talmidim, now juniors, who were the leaders for an entire Shabbos of intense learning, up very late at night in the Beis Medrash, leading davenings filled with song and dancing, and zeros that continued into the break time way after the meals had concluded. That Shal Shabbos moment was extremely important for me because it was an indication that our yeshiva is achieving its mission. We set out to inspire boys to daven and fulfill mitzvahs with passion, to develop young Talmidei Chachamim, and to provide a rigorous and individualized general studies program. Beyond boundless Siyata D'Shmaya that we acknowledge each day, what is the key that is enabling us to achieve our mission? Passion in Yiddishkeit. Certainly monthly tishes, Mussar Shmuzin, frequent Shabbatonim, concerts, world-famous singers, clubs to choose, 10 clubs to choose from, a basketball team, chesed programs, and other enjoyable trips infuse the yeshiva with an exciting ruach that stimulates spiritual growth and leads to shmiras hamitzvos with passion and with commitment. Developing Talmidei Chachamim, a rigorous daily schedule and challenging Limudesh curriculum is modeled after the classic yeshiva schedule. It includes 6 days of learning and 2 evenings of night saving. This time commitment enables Heichal Talmidim to master Masechtas, acquire advanced textual reading skills, to make a leaning on the Gemara Rishon and Achronim, and to begin to analyze like Lamdam. Dr. Stein's General Studies curriculum offers multiple tracks for each subject, ranging from entry-level courses to advanced placement courses, to ensure that each student is challenged and engaged in every class. Students receive a first-rate general studies education in order to prepare them to excel on their SATs in their collegiate studies and in their future careers. The extensive hours and high expectations of Torah, challenging curriculum, and exciting programs are the guf of the yeshiva. But what makes this lofty mission a reality for every Talmud at Heichal? As Yehuda mentioned, the neshama of our yeshiva is our Rabbi. Many years ago, I asked my grandfather a very insensitive question. During the years of the Holocaust, when you were learning in Shanghai in the Mir Yeshiva and you knew your entire family was being massacred, how could you focus on learning each day for hours and hours? Without flinching, he told me that he looked every day at his Rebbe, Reb Chaim Leibowitz, Reb Chaim would learn 1 foot on a bench, 1 foot on the floor, and he would huddle over his stender for hours and hours and hours in the same position, and he whispered to me, Aryeh, my Rebbe was my inspiration. My grandfather turned to Eretz Yisrael to meet with Reb Chaim, and he gave him a copy of Sichos Mussar, which became my Yerusha to me from my grandfather. And Reb Chaim writes that the key to being a successful Rebbe is to recognize the tremendous seed of potential that's omeid in each Talmud, to water that seed, teaching him as much Torah as possible, helping the seed grow with light that guides the Talmud through challenges of our times, and to love the Talmud like he's your own child. Here in Heichal, the key to our boys' success is our Rabbi. The main purpose of this evening is for you to meet them and get a first-hand glance and to learn about their personalities and their methods. I will tell you that like parents, like you, they will drive to the end of the world and back and do whatever it takes to make sure their children succeed in Torah and in life, because they love each Talmud so dearly. Our Talmidim are passionate about their Yiddishkeit because they see the Rebbe, Rosh, dedicate every ounce of his energy to avodas Hashem and personal growth. Our Talmidim master Masechtas and because they see the commitment of Rav Skolman, who, as mentioned, has mastered and taken Bechinas on all Shabbos. Levi Packer, who owns the manor which we went to on Shabbos, said that without question, Heichal boys exhibited the finest midos that he had ever seen, because they watched from Kama, who acts with midos of Tzittus every minute of every day. Our Talmidim continue to dedicate themselves to Shmiras HaMitzvos, texting their Rabbeim, the Shilohs, because they learn halacha each morning with a Rav and Posek of Teichman, who articulates the deep meaning behind each detail of halacha. Our Talmidim are developing into serious lamdan and fighting in chavrusa time, 10th and 11th grade, over a piece in Baruch Ber, because they deeply respect the vast pekias and deep understanding of Lumbus that Rav Westreich displays in each city. As you know, every boy, no matter the age, needs a Rebbe. No staff of Rabbi will love your children, invest more in their growth, and partner with you than the Ramin of Heichal HaTorah. If the neshama of Heichal is our Rabbi, then the heart of our first-rate general studies program is our dynamic and seasoned faculty. Our students receiving 5s on their AP exams, writing intricate, persuasive essays, and living first-hand science in our labs. It is because each teacher in our general studies program is an experienced professional, teaching his or her course for more than 20 years. They are passionate about their subject, and they love working with kids. Each teacher you hear from tonight, Mr. Nilsson, Mr. Gurman, and Mr. Feinstein, are beloved by their students and motivate them to work diligently and acquire the skills that will secure their future success. Rabbi Dr. Mandro, our guidance department, will highlight the great extent we go to ensure the emotional health and happiness of each child. And I make a personal commitment to you this evening. And our Rabbi teachers and Dr. Mandro, I hope, and parents and Talmidim can attest to the accuracy of this commitment, that I will personally devote myself to your child, to ensuring he's happy, he's growing, and becoming the Talmud Chacham and the educated man that I know each one of your boys can be. In our small yeshiva, every Rebbe, every teacher, and myself know your child, we care for them, and we're going to make sure they succeed. Dr. Colin Stein, a veteran principal for over 35 years, has and continues to partner with me to ensure that our general studies curriculum mirrors the curriculum at the best of college preparatory schools across the country. He's aided me in mentoring or hiring each of our general studies teachers at Heichal. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Stein to elucidate the curricular goals of the general studies program at Heichal and to say a few words about each teacher.